Welcome to Music Appreciation Night, where we want to know what it is that you love about the music you love. Think a band or album is underrated? Find something you feel no one's ever heard before. Maybe you've got a personal story to share. That's exactly what we're looking for. Ask yourself, why do I like this? And chat with us, your friends, to make us understand. Because here at Music Appreciation Night,
music is a language of our soul.
Tonight, you will hear 3 presenters make the case for their favorite underappreciated music. They have 30 minutes and 4 songs to get you to feel the same way they do about it. If you've never heard these tracks, just sit back and let your ears consume them for the first time. If you have heard them before, we want you to listen, but as if it's the first time from the presenter's perspective. And don't forget to share your thoughts and your memes in the chat. And if you want to be a future presenter, email Ben at themusicappreciationnight@gmail.com. Now, to introduce tonight's show, here's your host, Timmy Turano.
Who's gonna hit me? Hit me! You gonna hit me? Hit me! Who's gonna hit me? Hit me! All right, let's go! Hit me!
It is me. Oh shit. Listen to that. Hello to all of you music fans and welcome to Music Appreciation Night. I am your socially distant digital disc jockey, Timmy Turano, and I am joined by co-creator, musical commentator, and timekeeper, Ben Neese. He's got his work cut out for him tonight, let me tell you, but more on that later. How is each and every one of you doing out there tonight? Whether you're chatting on Discord or out there tuning in on YouTube, say hi. Chat, comment, like, share, then do it again and again and again and again and again. We just love it when you're participating. And we want some fresh presenters, so don't hesitate to reach out. The Music Appreciation Night at gmail.com. Even if you think you need help putting together your presentation, let us know. We're going to make it happen. Because this group lives to hear you speak about the music that you love. So, sign up. And without further ado, let me introduce tonight's lineup. Here to warm up the crowd, that song is killing me. Our first presenter is someone I've known for her whole life. In fact, I remember her first day on the job here on planet Earth. Because it's my little sister, Jen. Our second presenter keeps the sibling trend going because he's Ben's big bro. He's the one with all the memories. It's El Bad Rob Neese. Whoop whoop. Our final presenter of the evening also is in a position to remember some younger siblings. And to round out a night marked by familial ties, it is the originator of Music Appreciation Night, Ben. This song is so silly. So, let's tiptoe through the tulips because soon it's gonna be May. The weather outside is not frightful. In fact, it's supremely delightful. It's spring, baby. Let's hope it comes in like a lamb, but not out like a lion. Or how about being a spring chicken? Anyone else getting a case of spring fever? If not, it might be time to spring into action and make it happen, Captain. Like Ben is going to make the timer happen by tightening the spring and get that clock running. Did you guys know it's spring? Start the clock, Ben. Music Appreciation Night begins now. Take it away, Jen.
All right, y'all. Let's get this started. This week, I am presenting the artist Valerie June. I discovered her recently in kind of a random way. I was cleaning my house. I had my earbuds in. I pressed play on a Brushlands radio station. And truthfully, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize I selected a country radio station, and I don't really know what I thought I had actually chosen. But I found myself digging it. And a few songs in, this song came on, and I found myself bopping along. So let's see if it captures you the way that it grabbed me. So go ahead and get your dust rag, pick up your broom, and get ready to wiggle while you make those dust bunnies roll. Here is Valerie June with Smile.
That started keeping me, getting me down. All I could do was smile, but I dust it off. Guess I get back up. It was worth the fall. When the times get tough, there's a risk involved. Everything it goes, but I make it through. I make it through sometime. So weathered and worn out, dreaming so wild. All I could do was smile. But if you never leave, then your heart won't know. So you take the chance. So you just let go, and you'll get knocked down. But this how you grow. All I could do was smile. All I could do was smile. All I could do was smile. Every tear's in my eyes. All I could do. Counting on you, counting on you to shine. The treasures feel torn, tangled, twisted, and twined. All I can feel is smile.
Awesome. So that's Valerie June. And if you didn't pick it up from her vocals, Valerie June was born in Jackson, Tennessee. Her music pulls influence from her Southern roots, including Appalachian folk, blues, bluegrass, gospel, and soul. But according to her, in an interview with CBS This Morning, music is a spiritual experience. So she doesn't put a name on her music other than, these are some songs that I wrote. She is a singer-songwriter and has learned to play guitar, banjo, and lap steel guitar. Growing up, she helped her father, who was a part-time promoter for gospel singers, and she would help him by hanging posters around town for upcoming artists like Prince and Casey and JoJo. When she was 18, Valerie June moved to Memphis to pursue her music career, but she was mostly overlooked by record labels. She set a goal of saving up $50,000 to release her own record, almost reaching that goal at age 27. However, that money ended up going towards medical bills when she was diagnosed with diabetes. Valerie describes this period in her life as a blessing and a curse. It forced her to stop working multiple jobs to earn money towards her goal and focus solely on her music. From there, things started snowballing. She was introduced to Dan Auerbach of the Black Keys, who helped her record her album Pushin' Against a Stone, and this was in 2011. The album was later released in 2013, becoming her first as a signed artist. This next song, Workin' Woman Blues, is from that album. Play it, Tim.
I ain't fit to be no mother. I ain't fit to be no wife, yeah. I've been working like a man, y'all. I've been working all my life, yeah. All my life, y'all. All my life, yeah. Ain't no dinner on the table. Ain't no food in the refrigerator. I go to work and I be back later. I go to work, said I be back later. 'Cause I've been working like a man, y'all. I've been working all my life, yeah. All my life, yeah. All my life, yeah. Lord, you know I'm a good-looking woman. Lord, you know I'm a good-looking girl. And if you want to give me something, anything in this great big world, well, Lord, you know that I am ready for my sugar daddy. Lord, you know that I am ready for my sugar daddy.
So for the next few songs, we're gonna go with the order of time. That's not just a description of the chronological order for which these albums were released. That's the title of Valerie June's second signed album, which was released in 2017. The Order of Time was named one of the 50 best albums of 2017 by Rolling Stone magazine, and even Bob Dylan has named Valerie June as one of the artists he listens to and respects. The Order of Time was recorded over one long winter in Vermont. Valerie describes the process as being magical. It became this coming together moment, not only of musical ideas that had been growing over time in her mind, but also of family and friends that support her dream of making music. The next song, called Shakedown, is one of high energy and great vibes. The voices in this song mean everything to Valerie. Her father, brother, and friend, Nora Jones, all came together to record the backup vocals on this track. Here is Shakedown. So what enamored me to Valerie and inspired me to look into her other discography was her voice. It's raw, and I love the little yodel she has sprinkled throughout. And what captures me most about her music is that I can't predict her vocals. It's that unpredictable feature of her music that keeps me wanting to hear more. So I've watched a few videos of her performing live and doing interviews. And in doing so, I found Valerie to be endearing and down to earth. She even has guided meditation videos available on YouTube. So I'm paraphrasing here, but in one interview, this is how she explains the concept behind this album, The Order of Time. If you have a dream, you want it to happen right then, but all dreams take time. You need to plant those seeds, nurture them, and eventually they will grow. And there is a process to that growth. All of life is this way, and we have to accept that. This is the order of time. She believes everyone has a light inside them, and she says, if a person is really, really focused on giving their greatest light to the world, then it adds something. And if everybody on planet Earth would shine at their capacity, then how amazing. These messages of positivity are captured and displayed throughout her music, and particularly in this next song, Astral Plane, which she describes as a song that represents light. So Timmy, let's light it up.
Is there a light you have inside you can't touch? A looking glass can only show you so much. Follow the signs, slowly but steady. Don't rush. The day will come when you're ready. Just trust. Dancing on the astral plane, holy water cleansing rain, floating through the stratosphere. Round me you see so clear. Is there a way for you to shine without fear from other worlds, but you can't say what keeps you here. Dancing on the astral plane, holy water cleansing rain, floating through the stratosphere. Blind me, yeah, you see so clear. Dancing on the astral plane, holy water cleansing rain, floating through the stratosphere. Blind me, yeah, you see so clear. Blind me, yeah, you see. Blind me, yeah, you see. Blind me, yeah, you see. Blind me, yeah, you see so clear. But is there a way for you to give it your all? Dreaming a dream of sweeter things, great or small. Dancing on the astral plane, holy water cleansing rain, floating through the stratosphere. Blind me, yeah, you see so clear. Dancing on the astral plane, holy water cleansing rain, floating through the stratosphere. Blind me, yeah, you see so clear. Dancing on the astral plane,
So growing up, my siblings and I were firm non-supporters in the overarching category of country music. When my dad put country on the radio, there were groans and pleas that he switches the radio station. Now that I technically live south of the Mason-Dixon line, I must admit I've grown in an appreciation for the genre. I particularly enjoy the progression of this next song and how it builds. And if you aren't in love with her southern twang just yet, well, let's give this one a listen. Here is Valerie June on the banjo with Got Soul.
Like I sang you a country tune, carry the night, sweet Valerie June. But I got soul, I got sweet soul. So well, I can play you Ray Blue and Kate Low while you paying your dues. But I got soul, I got sweet soul. So yeah, I got soul. Yeah, I got soul. Yeah, I got sweet soul. So you've been often misunderstood. You've been tossed and tangled in search of what's good. Follow your soul. Say your sweet soul. So yeah, I got soul. Yeah, I got soul. Yeah, I got sweet soul. So yeah, I got soul. Yeah, I got soul. Yeah, I got sweet soul. So talking to you now, I'm singing to you now, Mama, get you some soul. So I'm singing to you now, yeah, I got soul. Talking to you now, Mama, get you some soul. Soul. Yeah, I got soul. Yeah, I got soul. Yeah, I got sweet soul. Soul. Yeah, I got soul. Yeah, I got soul. Yeah, I got sweet soul. Soul. Yeah, I got soul. Yeah, I got soul. Yeah, I got sweet soul.
So if you need more convincing that this woman has got soul, then let's wrap things up going full circle. Back to the first album that I heard, which is her most recent. Released in March 2021, this album is titled The Moon and Stars, Prescriptions for Dreamers, and Valerie June is a dreamer. I hope we can be in agreement that Valerie June's voice is delicate yet strong. Her music is inviting, uplifting, warm, and inspiring. You really get a sense of Valerie June's personality through her music as her voice tells it all. I'm going to conclude my presentation on Valerie June with a smooth song that I think exemplifies her power and ability to express her emotions through song. So here's Call Me a Fool.
Call me a fool. Call me a fool. Play hard for lonely heart that's gonna do love bone. Thought I had it under control, yeah. But it shook me, gripped me, grabbed my soul, yeah. Heard it pounding, knocking on the door, yeah. When I knew I had to let it go. Don't you know, wish that I could help it. Don't you know, wish that I could forget. But this new love's so strong that, well, it's the power keep me holding on. Yeah, well, they call me a fool. Darling, they call me a fool for your love, baby. And I'd be a fool anytime. And I'd be a fool anytime for loving you. I've been missing things have been different, but I guess because you're far away to me. When I lose a draw, you play the hand you sing. Back and forth, give and take and land. But I've been drinking, staying drunk all day. Got me creeping, but it's not late at night. Got my life twisted, turned it upside down. Just a fool to hang around. So they call me a fool. Call me a fool for your love, baby. Well, I'd be a fool anytime. And I'd be a fool anytime for loving you. So you can call me a fool. Call me a fool for your love, baby. And I'd be a fool anytime. And I'd be a fool anytime for loving you. Thought I had it under control, yeah.
That's Valerie June, everyone. Thanks for listening.
Jen, like you came in really last minute with this, and you came in and blew a bunch of people's socks off. We didn't even know what you were doing until this morning, and then all of a sudden it's just fucking Crush City.
There you go. Well, that's how we do, you know?
That was a powerful ass voice that especially that last song there. Those last bunch of runs were incredible.
That growl just like hits you right in the heart So,
Right?
that kind of vocal
Right in
control.
the
is great.
cockles. Right in the cockles of that heart. Awesome
Yeah.
job, Jen. Thank you so much. Next time you want to go, you let me know immediately and I'll lock you in, okay?
Got one on the docket, so you got it.
Oh, fucking right. Hey, Al Bud. Al Bud? Are you there, Rob? Are you talking? Can't hear you, Rob.
That's not good.
Rob, there you are.
Now you
Do you
can
want-
hear me.
Do you want to take us into a DeLorean and take us back to time and place?
I will take you to a time and to a place. Well, I thank you, brother mine. All right, everybody, strap in. Let's do this thing. El Bod with you this Thursday night. So let's begin. The thing about real movements is you don't even know it was happening until well after it's over. You know who said that? Me. I said it. Just now. And it applies to something I unwittingly experienced firsthand during my brief time studying in jolly old England. So the year was 1998, or was it 1999? Well, in any case, between classes and binges on duty-free Carling beer, I spent a lot of time listening to FM radio and watching MTV UK, and discovered any number of bands that were considered a big deal on that side of the pond while remaining pretty much unknown in North America. You already heard my thoughts on James, but others in this ilk included the Divine Comedy, the Beautiful South, Supergrass, Toploader, Travis, and the bands that I'll be sharing tonight. What I didn't realize about these bands, though, is that they shared something in common far beyond the cool Britannia, Britpop impetus of the early Tony Blair days. They were all proudly and vocally Welsh. Now, I myself am not Welsh, nor have I ever even been there. But the story of this time and place, Wales in the late 90s, is worth sharing, so I've taken it upon myself to share it with you all tonight. No better place to start than with the band that has arguably achieved the biggest international mainstream success of the lot, Stereophonics. The band properly started in 1992, playing local venues near their hometown of Cumaman, Wales, initially using the name Tragic Love Company, partly in tribute to one of their favorite bands and influences, Canada's own Tragically Hip. In 1996, they got their big break, signing with V2 Records, releasing the very well-received album Word Gets Around the following year. At the time, some dismissed them as just a Welsh oasis, but from the jump, lead singer, guitarist, and lyricist Kelly Jones, whose whiskey-soaked vocals give the group a signature sound, channeled his time studying film and animation to give the group's best tunes a cinematic storytelling quality, like the following one he wrote about a local soccer coach who was, falsely, as it turned out, accused of lewdly exposing himself to children he was coaching. Timmy, please play 1,000 Trees.
Standing at the bus stop with my shopping in my hands when I'm overhearing elder ladies as the rumors start to fly. Hear them in the schoolyard, in the scrapyard, in the chip shop, in the phone box, in the pool hall, at the shoe store. Every corner turned around, starting with a schoolgirl who was running home to her mom and dad. Told them she was playing in the change room of the local football side. I said, tell us again. She told him again, tell us the truth. He found it hard to believe, cause he thought I was Steve. Even trained me, thought Uncle John was a father of three. Only takes one tree to make 1,000 matches. Only takes one match to burn 1,000 trees. 1,000 trees. See it in the classroom of a swimming pool with a matchstick man and man. At the scouts hall, at the football, with the walls we trust the pain. They all honor his name, did a lot for the game. Got his name marked up above the sports ground gates, and they're ripping them down, stamping the ground. Picture colors dust in the barn, the only takes one tree to make 1,000 matches. Only takes one match to burn 1,000 trees. 1,000 trees. Wake up, smell the rain. Shake out, he's back to stay. Hasn't been on a holiday. Growing seeds, don't believe what he's been built sports ground gates, now they're ripping them down, stamping the ground. Put together's dust in the barn, no longer takes one tree to make 1,000 matches. Only takes one match to burn 1,000 trees. 1,000 trees. 1,000 trees. 1,000 trees.
So the 90s were a time of great flourishing for Welsh culture, both within that part of the United Kingdom and abroad, with Welsh actors like Rhys Ifans and Catherine Zeta-Jones cropping up in films like Notting Hill and The Mask of Zorro, or superstar soccer players like Ryan Giggs winning European championships with Manchester United. Not everyone was immediately keen to jump onto the cool Britannia bandwagon, though. Formed in Blackwood, Wales in 1986 while they were still in high school, the anger of the working man toward the Margaret Thatcher years was hardwired into the DNA of our next group, the Manic Street Preachers, usually just referred to as the Manics. Listening to just how angry these guys sounded in their lyrics was a real wake-up for a guy like me raised on the melodies of the Beatles or the cheeky riffs of the Rolling Stones. Unlike late 70s punk acts like the Sex Pistols, though, these guys had the musical chops to back up their outrage, and singer James Dean Bradfield's soaring vocals tap into the deepest Welsh choral traditions. By the late 90s, the Manics inhabited the top of the British charts, alongside more familiar names to an American audience like Radiohead or Blur. I even noticed that their current single, If You Tolerate This, Your Children Will Be Next, was top of the pop charts in Spain while I was there visiting my friend Diego's family just before Christmas 1998. To showcase the raw intellectual indignation that drives a lot of Manic songs, I have a song that will now be introduced by none other than a clip from a lecture by Noam Chomsky. Timmy, please play The Masses Against the Classes.
The country was founded on the principle that the primary role of government is to protect property from the majority, and so it remains.
And no, he did not mean that ironically, folks. So, wasn't all doom, gloom, and accusations of sexual impropriety, though. Bands like our next one just embrace the idea of fun and new horizons presented by the Third Way Labour Party and the excitement over the opening of the Channel and tightening bonds with the European Union. Oh, God, this was ages before Brexit was even a gleam in Boris Johnson's eyes. Formed in 1993 in Wales' largest city and capital of Cardiff, the Super Furry Animals tapped into nascent rave culture and the psychedelia of their times to craft some memorable pop tunes. They were named British music magazine NME's Best New Band in January 1999, right around the time I returned to school after Christmas holidays, so I knew they were a band to follow. The tune of theirs I liked best, and therefore would like to share, though, came on 2001's Rings Around the World. Timmy, please play that title track.
The country was
You expose the film in me, we're drawing rays around the world. Sooner or later we will mount together and draw rays around the world. With all those meteoric storms and all those ships they never close. Okay, I am going radioactive, we draw beams around the world. Wish you could see us when we're at our best. Now we draw rays around the world. The kinds of post-mortem and toll. We're gonna vaporize your soul. Earth will become Saturn too. We're drawing rays around the world. Tetsuo too, we can hear you with all those rays around the world. And all those body hammer blows, drawing rays around the world. Rain, 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 rays around the world. Rain, 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 rays around the world. Rain, 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 rays around the
I'm sorry. Please hold on while I try that extension. Copy. Kein Anschluss unter dieser
Our last band is the only one of the four with a female vocalist, the incomparable Karis Matthews, and it is the only one of the ones profiled tonight to record songs in the Welsh language. Predating the Anglo-Saxons and even Romans, Welsh, along with Scots Gaelic, can probably be considered Great Britain's indigenous language. Similar to the languages spoken in what is today France before Julius Caesar's conquests, the Welsh bards, or druids, were renowned singers who had memorized tens of thousands of lines of sacred poetry and prophecy and were highly respected for these seemingly supernatural feats. Flash forward 2,000 years, and use of the language was on the wane, under assault from the overwhelming strength of English language popular culture, easily accessible over the airwaves, in the cinemas, and on pressed vinyl. Local authorities took note, and initiatives were started to save and promote Welsh, including the founding of the Welsh language school Caris attended as a girl in the 70s and 80s in the mid-sized city of Swansea. As a result, her band Catatonia is the most recognizably Welsh of all the ones I've shared today, as even in their English language hits, her heavy accent shows through. Showcasing the height of the spirit of the Cool Cymru or Cool Wales movement, here's one of their songs in both English and Welsh. Timmy, International Velvet, if you please. right, so time for a bonus round if you all approve. So, as mentioned, stereophonics are at their very best when Kelly Jones is telling a story. So, here's probably the most famous instance of that, and a song I know our next presenter digs on. So, if you please, Timmy, please play Traffic.
We all face the same way. Still it takes all day. I take a look to my left, pick out the worst and the best. She paints a lip, greasy and thick. Another mirror stare, and she's going where? Another office affair to kill an unborn scare. You talk dirty to a priest, it makes him human at least. But is she running away to start a brand new day? Or is she going home while she driving along? Is anyone going anywhere? Everyone gotta be somewhere. She got a body in that food, or just bags full of food. Those are models' legs, but are they women's, are they men's? She shouts down the phone, missed the payment on the loan. She gotta be above the rest, keeping up with the best. Is anyone going anywhere? Everyone gotta be somewhere. Wait tables for a crook. You wrote a hardback book. Do you teach kids how to read, or sell your body on the street? A nurse without a job, another uptown snob. But have I got you all wrong? One look and you were gone. Is anyone going anywhere? Is anyone going anywhere? Is anyone going
Awesome job, Elbud. So everyone, Elbud came to me with this angle of not just focusing on one singular artist, but focusing on a time and place and music that was coming out of a scene. And I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was a great idea, and my hat off to him that he came up with it and he put it all together. But I'm also super jealous because I wanted to do the Stereophonics in the future, but I still might because they're a great fucking band and everyone should listen to them. But because Al Bud came through with this awesome idea, it made me start thinking about what I wanted to do. And you know what, Timmy? Why don't you just take us back to 1993 in Staten Island? Start it off, bud.
It's like this. I'm gonna start from the top. Inspect the deck. He's like that dude that'll sit back and watch you play yourself and all that, right? And see you sit there and know you lying, and he'll take you to court after that, cause he the inspector. That's why and also he the rebel lioness. You know what I'm saying? And Shalal Raekwon, he the chef. He cooking up some marvelous shit to get your mouth watering on some old shit.
Okay.
Then it's the method, man. It's like mad different methods to the way I do my shit.
You gotta smoke a bean in here.
You know what I'm telling you, basically Method Man is like roll that shit, light that shit, smoke it. You know what I'm saying? and then Baby U, he a psychopathic thinker. And then we got the old dirty bastard, because there ain't no father to his stare. That's why he the old dirty bastard. Ghostface Killer, you know what I'm saying? He on some now you see me, now you don't. You know what I'm saying? And the RZA, he the sharpest motherfucker in the whole clan. He always on point. Razor sharp. With the beats, with the rhymes, whatever, any DJ.
And the Jizza, the genius, is just the genius. He's the backbone of the whole joint.
He the head. Let's put it that way. We form like Voltron, and Jizza happen to be the head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's cool. So what's your like ultimate goal, I guess, in this
Can I say this
industry?
one? Can
Domination,
I say this one?
baby.
Right
Fuck
now,
that.
we still feel like we ain't get what we want yet. When we get a little price, when we really get to where we gotta go, that's when you know it's on. You know what I'm saying? Cause right about now, I ain't bragging or nothing, but yo, the woo got something that I know that everybody wanna hear. Cause I know I've been waiting to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But straight up and down, until we get the goal, we gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Because we trying to do all this. We trying to make a business out of this, man. We ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, affiliate ourselves with them fake ass A&Rs and all that. We trying to make our own shit. So that when our children get old, our seeds or whatever, they got something for themselves. Like,
Yeah.
We ain't trying to hop in and hop out like quick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We out for the gusto, man, and we gonna keep it raw, you know what I'm saying?
Is immensely strong and immune to nearly any.
That's right, everybody. On November 9th, 1993, the Wu-Tang Clan's debut album, Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chamber, was released. A 12-song album that is meant to offer a perspective on life in Staten Island and New York, with the help of various external sources of mythical inspiration, applying the abstract to concrete life. Wu-Tang Clan incorporated use of all things comic book, science fiction, kung fu, and Nation of Islam, and the result was perhaps one of the most insular and intricate histories in American music to date. While propelled by a bevy of influences, thematically the album revolved around kung fu, specifically kung fu movies. More specifically, the Wu-Tang Clan got the title of their album through the martial arts film Shaolin and the Wu-Tang. So where did this all come from? Or more importantly, who? Robert Fitzgerald Diggs, better known by his stage name RZA, is the de facto leader of the Wu-Tang Clan. He promised each member of the group that if they did exactly what he wanted them to do, he would make good and make them all famous. He then went on a run from 1993 to 1997 that saw him produce and co-write 7 albums that each belong on the top 100 hip-hop albums of all time. Bookended by the 2 Wu-Tang Clan albums, 36 Chambers and Wu-Tang Forever, 5 solo albums came from within the group. From the Method Man, the ODB, Raekwon, the Jizza, and the Ghostface Killer, all on different labels, all under the Wu-Tang umbrella. It was all part of RZA's vision for the crew. As solo artists, they could go to any label they wanted to, but the rights and the branding of the all-important W belonged to him. To quote, "We reinvented the way hip-hop was structured. And what I mean is, you have a group signed to a label, yet the infrastructure of our deal was like anyone else's. We could still negotiate with any label we wanted. Like Meth went with Def Jam, Ray went with Loud, Ghost went with Sony, Jizza went with Geffen Records. You feel me? And all these labels still put out razor sharp records on their credits. Wu-Tang was a financial movement. So what do you want to do? So what do you want to diversify? You diversify your assets." The RZA. On November 15th, 1994, the first solo album out of the crew was Method Man's Tikal, which stands for Taking Into Consideration All Lives. With the RZA producing and co-writing every song on the album, Method Man would go on to win a Grammy for Best Rap Performance. The RZA's plan for world domination was just getting started. Timmy, let's listen to Method Man bring the pain.
Basically. I came to bring the pain, hardcore from the brain. Let's go inside my astral plane, find out my mental, based on instrumental records. Hey, so I can write monumental methods. I'm not the king, but niggas is decaf. I stick 'em for the cream. Check it, just how deep can shit get? Deep as the abyss, and brothers is mad fish. Accept it in your cross color, clothes you crossed over. Think I totally crossed out and crisscrossed. Who the boss? Niggas get tossed to the side, and I'm the dark side of the force. Of course, it's the method. Man from the Wu-Tang Clan, I be hectic and coming for the headpiece, protect it. Fuck it, 2 tears in a bucket. Niggas want the ruckus, bustin' at me, bro. Now bust it. Styles like it's buck wow. Method Man on some shit, pulling niggas fouls. I'm sick, insane, crazy, driving Miss Daisy out of fucking mind. Now I got mine, I'm swayed. Is it real, son? Is it really real, son? Let me know it's real, son, if it's really real. Something I can feel, son. Loaded up and kill one. Want it raw deal, son, if it's really real.
When I was a little stereo, I listened to some champion. I always wonder when I will be the number one.
Yeah.
Now you listen to the doggone, and the doggone sun or rain. Any the gun come test me. Me, I gonna lick out them brains.
Brothers wanna hang with the meth, bring the rope. The only way you hang is by the neck, nigga. Boat off the set. Come into your projects, take it as a threat. Better yet, it's a promise. Coming from a vet on some old Vietnam shit. Nigga, you can bet your bottom dollar, hey, I bomb shit. And it's gonna get even worse for the God. It's the Wu coming through, thinking niggas for they garment. Moving on your last outfall, Mr. Meth. Came to represent and call my name in your chest. You can come test, realize you're no contest. Son, I'm the gun that won that old Wild West. Quick on the draw with my hands on the floor. 9-3-11 with the bucket rhymes galore. Check it cause I think not when this hip hop's like proper. Rhymes be the proof while I'm drinking 90 proof, huh? Vodka, no OJ, no straw. When you give it to me, yeah, give it to me raw. I've learned that when you drink absolute straight, it burns. Enough to get my chest hair as a perm. I don't need a chemical blow to pull a hoe. All I need is chemical bank to pay them up. Is it real, son? Is it really real, son? Let me know it's real, son, if it's really real. Something I can feel, son. Loaded up and kill one. Want it raw deal, son, if it's really real. I'll fucking cut your kneecaps off and make you kneel in some staircase pit. I'll fucking cut your eyelids off and feed you nothing but sleeping pills. Fuck the hoe.
So the RZA is especially known for his music production, with a style that includes the use of soul samples and sparse beats that has proved highly influential. The magazine The Source placed him on its list of the top of the 20 greatest producers in the magazine's 20-year history. Vibe listed him among the top 8 greatest hip-hop producers of all time. And NME, a British magazine, placed him on the list of the 50 greatest producers ever. When you think of George Martin or Rick Rubin, the RZA is right there. The glossy funk sounds emerging from Dr. Dre's Death Row records dominated the commercial charts, while the heroes of New York's first hip-hop age, such as Rakim and Kool G Rap, were transitioning into new phases of their careers. RZA responded by taking a different path, one that shifted away from California's sunshine and gang culture toward a harsher, more menacing and aggressive style that reflected life in Staten Island, the group's home base. With Wu-Tang, RZA took things to another level, using dusty, eccentric soul and blaxploitation movie soundtracks as his source material, along with poorly dubbed dialogue and sound effects from low-budget kung fu flicks. He transcended simply making beats, arguably becoming hip-hop's first great composer. Mixing these elements, he forged atmospheric, bizarre, and hypnotic sounds that continue to influence countless producers in subsequent years, including the likes of Kanye West. No one lived this lifestyle more than the Old Dirty Bastard. His debut album, Return to the 36 Chambers, the Dirty Version, was released in March 1995 and is considered a hip-hop classic. Listening to it in its entirety can feel like a fever dream of smoking weed laced with something you never want to touch again. So, Timmy, let's let ODB shimmy shimmy.
Oh, fuck you, you can't even sing. Yeah, just sing or something to get some pussy.
Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yam, shimmy, yeah. Give me the mic so I can take it away. Off on the natural charge, bon voyage. Yeah, from the home of the Dodger Brooklyn squad. Wu-Tang killer, hubby's on the swarm. Rain on your college ass disco dorm. For you to even touch my skill, you gotta go to one killer bee, and he ain't gonna kill now. Chop that down, pass it all around. Lyrics get hard, quick cement to the ground. For any MC in any 52 states, I get psycho. Killer, Norman Bates, my producer slam. My flow is like bam, jump on stage and then I did that.
Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. House nigga, essence, get the feeling is made off. Well, look what's can be still for the truth. Well, remorse, I went.
Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Give me the mic so I can take it away. Off on the natural charge, bon voyage. Yeah, from the home of the Dodgers Brooklyn squad. Wu-Tang killer, hubby's on the swarm. Rain on your college ass, disco dorm. For you to even touch my skill, you gotta go to one killer bee, and he ain't gonna kill now. Drop that down, pass all around. Lyrics get hard, quick cement to the ground. For any MC in any 52 states, I get psycho killer, Norman Bates. My producer slam, though it's like bam, jump on stage and then I did that. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all. Yeah. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all. Shimmy, yeah, shimmy, 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 yeah. Give me the mic so I can take it away. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all. You can't even sing. Yeah, just sing or something to get some pussy.
The RZA has been heavily involved in filmmaking since the late 90s. He has scored a number of films, most notably Jim Jarmusch's Ghost Dog and Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill Volume 1 and Volume 2. The RZA began flexing these muscles on the next solo outing. Wu-Tang's most ruthless MC, Raekwon the Chef, released Only Built for Cuban Links. The album was loosely composed to play like a film with Raekwon as the star, fellow Wu-Tang member Ghostface Killah as the guest star, and RZA as the director. It features appearances from every member of the Wu-Tang Clan, except for the Old Dirty Bastard, who happened to be in prison. Only Built for Cuban Links has received acclaim from music critics and writers over the years, with many lauding it as the greatest hip-hop album of all time. With its emphasis on American mafia insinuations and organized crime, the album was widely regarded as a pioneer of the mafioso rap subgenre. It is considered to have been highly influential on hip-hop music over the next decade, being heavily referenced and influential on acclaimed albums from Jay-Z and the Notorious B.I.G. Timmy, let's let Raekwon take us to the guillotine.
Allow me to demonstrate the skill of Shaolin, the special technique of shadow boxing.
Poisonous. I should slap all y'all niggas for coming in my fucking face with that shit. Poisonous paragraph, smash your phonograph in half and be the Inspector Jack on the warpath. First class, leaving mics with a cast, causing ruckus like the aftermath when guns blast. Run fast, here comes the verbal assaulter. Rhymes running wild like a child in a walker. I scored from the inner slums abroad, and my thoughts are raging sharp. I slice the mic from the cord. First criticized, but now they have become mentally paralyzed with hits that I devise. Now I testify, the best is I, rebel lioness, your highness, blessed to electrify. Voltage of an ill, truth that I reveal across the amateurs who scream, they keep it real. Teaser black down, hoodied up in fatigue. Part-time minor leagues receive third degrees. Attack like a wolf pack. Once I pull back, the guard you and bust through like a fullback. Yo, you 14-karat gold slum computer wizard. Tapping inside my rap vein causes blizzards. The wildlife that kills for ice tripe like by the digits. Gorillas injected with straight for 80 midgets. The earth spins, ruins, rap exotic blends. Let my peeps in, niggas gasping, swallowing aspirins. With a doses, you overdosed it, rap, high explosives. My posters hypnotized with hypnosis. I sell goods, my whole clan is on the run like natural born killers. Record breaking the album thriller. Got access to tear gas, bombs, and rocket launchers. Blow like dope, killer bees is what I sponsor. Your entrepreneur, pens and gear like Shakespeare. When I fuck, I grab here, collect drawers and souvenirs. Fuck yeah, my crew down German beers. My career's based on guns, throwing cats in wheelchairs, etc. Damage any lame ass competitor who try to front, get broken and fast like levers. Whatever, hard heads get shattered like mirrors. Beretta shots splatter your goose, scatter your feathers. Say never poetry, chum crumbs, deal with grafting. Flew my family overseas, a maxing. If rap was cracked, fully packed, I be tour cats, taxing, kingpin of the rap drug trafficking. Village niggas get slapped in Manhattan for rapping. Big ghost steps off laughing.
Were you just using the Wu-Tang school method against me? I've learned so many styles. Forgive me.
Sit back, relax, fake niggas don't get turns. Watch me massage your brain with Slain is King. Projects built with young men cause threats who ask that $1,000 change in text. Focus, the brokest niggas are light shit. These mics is like cocaine, son. Check the suicidal hype shit. Exchange math, blessed taste for sweepstakes. Peeping up on fakes, out of state for cakes, no doubt. Plus nobody amount we making dough up. Putting 50 on the land in the loaf, it's like that. Pull your shoes up, black. Matter of fact, just adapt, tie up your black Nikes and tight hats. Corners, stay surrounded with foreigners. What up, dread? Feds caught your bread, your boys bread. But regardless, reach the jail niggas with charges. Unify, laying in the yard with lot. My clan done ran from Japan to Atlanta with stamina, slingers and gamblers and grand handlers. Took out like the owl cigar. Let's get steam. Infrared bar, yo beam. So seating up, respect, rude boy, you bet. Keep it moving, partial law. Bro, black like talk. Designing the fly shit and stay shining. The RZA pour more beats than Cristal's fine wine. Concrete raps go to bat with 50 other niggas on the other side of the map. Do it's all good and all done. What we want, son? Mike Tyson of this rap shit. Pulling out max for fun.
The nigga don't get mad, I got mad styles of my own, and it's shown when my hands grip the chrome microphone. Verbally, I catch bodies with cordless shotties. Intriguing them C's, I keep them trained like potties. I bomb facts, my sword is an axe to split backs, invisible like dope fiend tracks. Sky's the limit, niggas are timid, and nobody knows how we move like wolves in sheep clothes, producing data, microchips with software. Underground and off air, the land of the lost. Notorious henchmen from the north, striking niggas with a Mason-Dixon line cross.
Jizz's debut album, Liquid Swords, was released in November of 1995. Liquid Swords features guest appearances from every Wu-Tang Clan member and is linked together by excerpts from the 1980 movie Shogun Assassin. With its initial release, Liquid Swords received critical acclaim for its complex lyricism and hypnotic musical style. Over the years, its recognition has only grown, with a number of famous publishers proclaiming it as one of the greatest hip-hop albums of all time. In 2007, the Chicago Tribune cited it as one of the most substantial lyrical journeys in hip-hop history. The Jizza is quoted as saying, "I'm on a different level, trying to be cinematic. Liquid Swords is a concept of being lyrically sharp, flowing like liquid metal, mercury. It comes from this flick, Legend of the Liquid Sword, where people would get their heads cut off, but it would still be on their shoulders. No one else would notice, because the sword was so sharp. Wu-Tang is a sword style, and this here is the sharpest I'd rather slip on the pavement than slip on my tongue." So on the RZA's fifth album in 2 years, he is now hitting his stride and manufacturing instant masterpieces in his basement in Staten Island. Timmy, play the Jizza's masterful Fourth Chamber.
Choose the sword, and you will join me. Choose the ball, and you join your mother in death. You don't understand my words, but you must choose. So, convoy, choose life or death.
The only man a whole wait for is the Sky Blue Valley Kid. In 83, Rock Taylors. My Memorex perform tape decks. My own phone sex. Watch out for Haiti bitches. I heard they throw hex. Yo, Wu-Ho platoon is filled with raccoons. Corner sitting wine niggas sipping apple boom. This ain't a white cartoon, cause I be ducking crazy space. The kid hold white shit like blacks rock ashy legs. Why is the sky blue? Why is water wet? Why did Judas rat the Romans while Jesus slept? Stand up, you out of luck like two dogs stuck. Iron Man be sipping rum out of Stanley cups. Unflammable, Noriega, aiming nozzles. Stay windy in Chicago, spine tingle, mind boggles. Kangos and rainbow colors, promoters try to hold dough. Give me mine before Poe, wrap you up in so-and-so. I ran the dark ages, Constantine the Great, Henry the Eighth. Built with Genghis Khan, the red suede Wally Dawn.
I judge wisely, as if nothing ever surprised me. Lounging between two pillars of ivory, I'm lively. My dome piece is like building stones in Greece. My poems are deep from ancient thrones I speak. I'm overwhelmed as my mind roams the realm. My eyes the visions, memory is the film. Others act subtile, but they fragile above cloud. They act wild and couldn't budge a crowd. No matter how loud they get, though they growl and spit, clutch their fists and throw up signs like a crip and throw all types of fit. I leave them split like ass cheeks and rag pussy
Hey yo,
lip.
camouflage chameleon, ninja scale in your building. No time to grab the gun, they already got your wife and children. A hit was sent from the president to raid your residence because you had secret evidence and documents on how they raped the continents. And it's the prominent, dominant Islamic, Asiatic, black Hebrew. The year 2002, the battle's filled with the wolves. 6 million devils just died from the bubonic flow of the Ebola virus under the reign of King Cyrus. You can see the weakness of a man right through his iris. Unloyal snakes get thrown in boiling lakes of hot oil. Uncoils your skin, chicken heads getting slim like olive oil. Only plant the seed deep inside fertile soil. Fortified with essential vitamin and minerals. You just got 4 blankets stuff a cloud inside my pillow. Rolling with the lamb, 12 tribes, 144,000 chosen. Protons, electrons always cause explosions.
The banks of G, all cream down to bet. Money feet good, opposites off the set. It ain't hard to see my C's need guard degree. I got mouths to feed, unnecessary beef is more cows to breed. I'm on some tax-free shit by any means, whether bound to hit scheme or some counterfeit cream. I learned much from such swift cons to run scams. Veterans got the game spiced like ham, and from that, sons are born and guns are drawn. clips are fully loaded, and then blood floods the lawn. Disciplinary action was a fraction of strength that made me truncate the length 1/10. Whoop a stump, tweeters hiss like air pumps. RZA shaped the track, niggas caught razor bumps. Scar trying to figure who invented this unprecedented, opium scented, dark tinted. Now watch me blow him out of shoes without clues, cause I won't hesitate to detonate, I'm short fuse.
So, the Ghostface Killer released his first solo album, Iron Man, in October 1996. The album's music draws prominently from blaxploitation films and soul samples, more so than any of the other solo debuts from the group's members. Iron Man contains references to the nation of gods and earths. Iron Man was critically acclaimed and is widely considered, again, one of the best Wu-Tang solo albums. Many music critics have praised the album for Ghostface Killer's imaginative lyricism, but mostly for RZA's production style. Stephen Thompson from the AV Club praised RZA's production, stating, "Producer RZA, quietly working behind the scenes, has been the force behind Wu-Tang's raw, all-over-the-map, Bruce Lee meets Gladys Knight sound. RZA has done it again on Ghostface Killer's Iron Man." Thompson further stated, "Attacking from all angles, Iron Man is classic Wu-Tang, piecing together something unpredictable and vital sounding." The fact that the RZA was able to rise from the slums of Staten Island with his crew of friends, and through his imagination and drive was able to make good on his promise all those years ago, and has made his friends living legends in a world full of blink and you'll miss them hip-hop artists. The idea that a single man with a bag full of cheesy kung fu movies, finding the metaphor of Japanese legends in his own home of Staten Island, and use it as a way to not only get himself out, but also his brothers and their families all out as well, is truly beautiful. RZA knows that hip-hop can never die, because Wu-Tang is forever. This 5-year run of RZA's and the rest of the clan has left an imprint on not just hip-hop, but on music as a whole. This is just the first phase of their career for every member of the group. From the RZA to the Jizza, the Method Man, Inspector Deck, Raekwon the Chef, You God, the Master Killer, ODB, and the Ghostface Killer. Timmy, let's let Tony Stark himself, the Ghostface Killer, take us out to the Daytona 500.
We are the G.O.Ds, and we came to rock the spot like Iron Man starts. They be the illest MCs in the world today. Kappa, Raekwon, and the RZA. So listen to them clear and put the box right near your ear. Light your blunts and down your beers, 'cause you can never fuck with Wu-Tang Killer bees. Say peace to cats who rock Mac knowledges, street astrologists, light up the mic, guard knowledge, fly joints, the character points, Corolla, Motorola, hola, play it guard, he pack over the shoulder, chrome tanks, play it like Yanks, check the franchise, front on my guys, my enterprise, splash many lives, repeller fakes like reflectors, he has sugar in his ear in his last crack career, we can can him, manhandle him, if you wanna run in his cribbo, get ditto, skate like a limo, and jet to the fly state, relate, take a break, break down the eighth and then wait, drop it like Drake, thugs, they
be bowing and screwing. We canoeing, claim they doing the same shit we doing. Fuck your union, it's the same style. Raise the trainer boy, jump the turnstile. On the alley, try to challenge God for the new bounce, especially that aluminum bat in the act. Relax, laid back, sell a grenade a day. It pays black. The Mac 10 flex, white cats like Windex. Index, finger be sore, busting these fly script. The Wally camp count, crazily grins, provide plans. Laying with my bitches and my mans and Lex lands, we losing them. Jet to the stash and now Jerusalem, abusing them. Rocking his jewels like we using them. Low pro star, 7 thick waves, rock polar. Roll with the older guard, build with the sun and the star.
Start realizing that ghost got that shit. Better keep you vibing. Look who is here to bring you Charlotte's finest. But if you choose me, you better step behind us.
Mercury raps is rough and guard your soul like text. Red and white Wally's the match, bear my baseball hat. Doing forever shit like pissing out the window on turnpikes. Robbing niggas for levis like swiping on dirt bike. Voicing mellow like Vaughn Harper, radio barber. Murder sleepaway camp, the fly lady champ. The arsonist who burn with his pen regardless. Slaying all these earthlings and fake foreigners. In the Philippines, pick herbal bees, bubbling strings. Biochemical cream, we burn kerosene. The conviction of my tape is rape wicked like Nixon. Blonde heads inscriptions with 3 6s and kiss the pyramid experiment with high explosive. I slap box with Jesus, lick shots at Joseph. Zooming like binoculars, the rap blacksmith. Money's Rolex was rockless, chef rag top spotless. I'm Iron Man, no cash metal, I'm still alloy. True identity hitting inside secret tabloids. Breathe oxygen, both sides of my jaw carry oxys. The track hit like cabangers in 100-wide boxes. No jostling these cats while little JP Delian. Sip Irish spots out of weed delians.
Rhymes like retail, make sure shit sell. But where we at, some of
All
my
these MCs start realizing that ghost got that shit. Better keep you vibing. Look who is here to bring you Charlotte's finest. But if those shoes will you better step behind us.
You needed 50,000 small bills, my gold plate, my slang kills, my best bills. What up, Lils? Murder one done, killer bee stung. Guess who back home, son? My technique is slang can't one. Third platoon soon. Crystal bottles, cages of boom. Poppy wardrobe, the man had a big dick style. Beware goons, smuggle balloons, Lorna dunes and fat pussy wounds. Let the guards build, pull the grill. Check out the man's skills, top secret technique. Too hard for you to peep in and keep it. Take your style of rap and watch a knock on slang, sweep it out of order. Tape recorder, can't record my slaughter. Spoil the rotten donna, too good to be forgotten. Hot top notch, borderline rhymes is Hancock 96. My ill sound class is still hot. Get yourself shot.
All you MCs start realizing that ghost got that shit. Better keep you vibing. Look who is here to bring you Charlotte's finest. But if your shoes are weak, you better step behind us. Oh.
Wow. Fantastic job. It's me, Timmy Tirano. Fantastic job, all our presenters. Thank you, Ben, for bringing that music to our ears. What inspired you to look to Staten Island? I mean, well, I guess Woo has got enough gravity, huh?
It sure does, buddy. It sure does. Fun fact: I worked for the Wu-Tang Clan when I moved to America.
How? What? That's amazing. What was that about?
Yeah, the RZA said my name once on a phone call. It was great. I was White Boy Ben.
Oh my God. We're gonna have to change your nickname in the chat then.
Oh gosh, yeah.
The RZA has decreed.
In all seriousness, though, I started about 3 weeks ago. I decided to start at the beginning of the Wu-Tang discography and work my way through it with all the solo artists and stuff. And I'm up to 2003 now, and there's just a lot to get through. And the RZA is just all over everything, and it's incredible.
So
the amount of work he gets done.
Well, yeah, you say you're at 2003, but how what's the latest activity from the Wu-Tang Clan?
They released an album 2 years ago, and it was one of these things where they're going to sell it to the highest bidder, and that piece of shit Martin Scarelli, the pharma bro, paid an insane amount of money for it, and he has it hidden in a vault, and it refuses to release it.
Well, it do be like that sometimes. That sucks, man.
It's all good. But if anything, well, the way the RZA looks at it, he thinks it's art. It's fine. It has more value behind the vault than it does if it's released.
That's true. Some very interesting stuff
it's all
going
right.
on there with the trading of art in
Very,
general.
exactly.
Well, thank you, Ben. That really was awesome, and I'm sure everyone in the chat definitely appreciates it. But now, just for while I have everyone's attention, I'd like to make a special announcement regarding next month. I assume some of you already know that we've started Music Appreciation Night last year in May. It was back then just literally 4 of us here on Discord listening to music. And, you know, it's since evolved and grown to include such a wonderful group of members as, you know, such as all of you guys here tonight. So for the month of May, we'd like to commemorate the first year anniversary by bringing you Mulligan May. In case you didn't know, mulligan is a do-over in the sport of golf. And since so many of you weren't here for the first presentations, the earliest presentations, each of the 4 original presenters will be rehashing the artists that they first presented with all new tunes and a new refinement that comes with a year's worth of practice. So we invite you all to sign up. If you think you'd like a mulligan of your own on a presentation that you gave, or maybe you'd like to spotlight some more songs from an artist, let us know and sign up by emailing Ben, the musicappreciationnight@gmail.com. All right, thank you guys for your attention. I hope you're excited for that. It's been a year. It's awesome. I'll now hand it back to Ben for this newly christened segment of the show to be made into a new curated playlist for you guys to follow. This is Ben's final thought.
Thanks, Timmy. Tim mentioned it more than a few times tonight, and it was on purpose, that the 1st of May is coming up. And with spring being fully in way and summer being so close, and all of us, hopefully, fingers crossed, being vaccinated very, very soon, you know what? It's about time that everyone heads outdoors and has fun, like has picnics, and is able to really embrace the spirit of spring and summer. So, Timmy, why don't you let Jonathan Colton tell us about the 1st of May, and then we'll go into extra innings, and you guys can go from there.
I woke up this morning, I had a scone and a large house blend. Then a little conversation with my squirrel and chipmunk friends. I said I'm sick and tired of winter, and I wish that it was spring. Then a little fella named Robin Redbreast began to sing, and he sang, "Ooh, child, what'd you think a cold winter's gonna last forever? Ooh, child, now's the time for all the people to get together outside. 'Cause it's the 1st of May, outdoor fucking starts today. So bring your favorite lady, or at least your favorite lady. Water's not cold, baby, dip in your big toe. Maybe I'll see you in flagrante delicto. Grass below you, sky above. Celebrate spring with a crazy little thing called fucking outside. I thanked him for the information. I cried a little when he flew away. I watched an episode of The People's Court, and I tried to plan my day. I called up my old lady. She wasn't home, so I called my girl. I asked her if she'd like to join me as I entertain the world. And I said, "Ooh, child, I'll bring a blanket and I promise I will brush the ants off. Ooh, child, you're gonna like it when we're taking each other's pants off outside. Cause it's the first of me. Outdoor fucking starts today. So bring your favorite lady, or at least your favorite lay. Water's not cold, baby, dip in your big toe. Maybe I'll see you in flagrante delicto. Grass below you, sky above. Celebrate spring with a crazy little thing called fucking outside. So we went to the park together. We were walking in the midday sun. We met all kinds of people and we fucked everyone. We fucked the lady who sells ice cream. We fucked a man with a tan sharp head. Everyone who needed fucking, well, they got fucked today. So come on, ooh, child, open your mind and your heart. Feel the spirit moving through you. Ooh, child, you feel the warmth of the love when I stick it to you. Outside, cause it's the first of me. Outdoor fucking starts today. So bring your favorite lady, or at least your favorite lay. Water's not cold, baby, dip in your big toe. Maybe I'll see you in flagrante delicto. Grass below you, sky above. Celebrate spring with a crazy little thing called fucking outside. Fucking outside. Fucking outside.
To be a presenter on a future Music Appreciation Night, email Ben at themusicappreciationnight@gmail.com. And don't forget to follow Music Appreciation Night Live on Instagram and Facebook.